They say your brain can't change after a certain age. But what if that's a lie? What if every single thought you focus on is reshaping the very structure of your mind, creating new neural pathways, new habits, and even a new reality? The secret isn't in doing more. It's in how you focus. And once you understand the science and spirit behind it, you'll realize your brain isn't fixed, it's a living mirror of your attention. Focus is more than attention. It's energy. Every time you think about something, your brain fires a network of electrical signals. Those signals repeat. They strengthen. And soon, they become patterns, habits of thought that quietly shape your mood, your memory, and your identity. Most people never realize this. They wake up, scroll, react, and repeat, teaching their brain to live in chaos. But the mind doesn't just store information. It learns from repetition. It builds circuits around whatever you feed it. If your focus is scattered, your life becomes scattered. If your focus is intentional, your brain rewires itself to match that clarity. Neuroscientists call this neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to change its physical structure through thought and attention. But ancient spiritual teachers already knew this. They called it conscious creation, the idea that your inner focus gives birth to your outer world. When science and spirituality meet, something powerful happens. You realize that every moment of attention is a brushstroke painting your future self. Your brain is like a garden. Every thought is a seed. Whatever you water with your attention will grow. If you constantly focus on stress, fear, or limitation, those neural pathways strengthen, your brain learns to live in survival. But when you direct focus toward calm, gratitude, or purpose, new connections begin to form. It's not magic. It's biology. Each time you hold your focus, even for a few seconds, your neurons fire in a specific pattern. Repeat that pattern, and the connection becomes stronger. Repeat it long enough, and it becomes your default state. That's why change feels hard at first. You're not fighting the world, you're reshaping your brain. Meditation, visualization, or even deep single-tasking aren't just spiritual rituals, they're neural exercises. They train your mind to stay centered when everything around you demands distraction. Over time, your focus becomes sharper, your emotions steadier, your energy clearer. And when focus changes, perception changes. When perception changes, reality follows. Because the more you control your focus, the more your brain stops reacting, and starts creating. Most people think focus is about forcing attention. But real focus isn't strain, it's surrender. Distraction happens when your mind clings to everything at once, the past, the future, what-ifs, and what-shoulds. Conscious focus, however, is presence, the art of being fully here, in this single moment, where your power actually lives. When you stop chasing 1,000 thoughts, your energy stops scattering. And for the first time, your awareness gathers in one place, now. That's when transformation begins. You start to feel a calm current under the noise, a silence that thinks before you do. From this stillness, your choices shift. You respond instead of react. You create instead of consume. Science calls it coherence, when brain and heart rhythms align. Spirit calls it awakening, when awareness remembers itself. In that harmony, focus stops being something you do. It becomes what you are. And that's where the brain begins to reflect a higher state of consciousness, one you can feel, live, and radiate. Every time you choose focus over noise, you're rewriting the code of your own mind. Each thought becomes a command, telling your brain who you are and what reality to build next. And here's the truth most people never discover. The world you see isn't fixed. It's filtered through the lens of your attention. Shift that lens, and your life reshapes itself. Your emotions align, your actions follow, and your entire state of being upgrades. The brain stops being the cage, and becomes the doorway. But the question is, once you learn how to control your focus, what will you choose to create next?